So it looks like we're getting Broly in Dokkan Battle. Now, I'm not a huge Dokkan Battle player. I used to be back in the day, but then I ended up switching my iPhone from a 7 to a 10, and I didn't bring all my information from that phone to my new phone. So I lost all my characters and had to start from scratch. So I didn't play for months, got back on it, and they gave me a whole bunch of free shit, and now I have a pretty sizable roster. I have a pretty cool roster right now, and so that's usually what I do with it. I go on every once in a while and see if they give me free stuff, and then I'll just kind of roll the dice and see if I get anything cool. That's essentially all I do. I do play more than Legends though, but that may change here in the near future. What's really cool is that with Broly coming to Dokkan, we got this cool little clip of him facing off against a Cyberman, which, I mean, you know, it's completely overkill, but whatever. And Broly explodes from his base form into his more savage form, it looks like, and then it's the form that he goes into right before, I'm assuming Legendary, because it looks similar to Legendary, where he gets all bulky, his hair is all black, and I just love this form. I love the way it looks. I mean, with this picture, it kind of looks like he's got boobies. I don't know, the way that it's drawn, it just looks that way, but yeah, I like the way it looks. I like the way his hair looks. I like the way he looks like he's like a Super Saiyan, but not really. And I just like it when Saiyans retain their natural hair color and they're going into a new form, hence why I like Omen better than Mastered when it comes to Ultra Instinct. But this isn't really the news. I mean, it looks cool, but not really the news. The news is what it is called. This card is called Saiyan Exile Broly. And that gives us a good insight into what's going to happen in the movie and what's going on with Broly. Because up to this point, we didn't know how he survived Order 66 that Beerus implemented through Frieza. We had no idea. And now it looks like we know a little bit, like a small leak, very tiny leak, that he is an exile from Planet Vegeta. If you guys don't remember the movie, that didn't happen. He got killed, or is presumably dead, along with Paragus, and they were left on Planet Vegeta. And once Frieza destroyed Planet Vegeta, it was Broly who survived the stabbing. Broly ended up putting Paragus and himself into a protective bubble, and that's how they survived. And so he was still on Planet Vegeta when it was destroyed. It looks like in this little leak, it's in the movie, it looks like he's going to be exiled from Planet Vegeta, and that's how he's going to survive. And that's pretty interesting news, I think. I think that it's better than them being on Planet Vegeta and surviving it through that. I think that the more you pull him away from being in that scenario, the better, because, I mean, I can only really... even in the movie, it was kind of cheesy the way he survived as a baby. I mean, it was even worse than Pan flying into space, really. And so, when it comes to the movie, the one thing that I'm thinking about is how many Saiyans were actually exiled, because it can't just be Broly, even though this says exiled Broly. It could be many Saiyans, because Broly was also with his father, which is also a Saiyan, so he was exiled with at least his father. That's at least one other Saiyan. And then there is one scene in the movie which could be completely unrelated. It could be having to do with Goku as a baby, or Planet Vegeta if we get scenes from Planet Vegeta. So I'm just throwing this speculation in here, but there is a scene here where we see Paragus at a crashed Saiyan pod with another Saiyan next to him. Okay, this could be where they exiled Broly and Paragus followed him along. Broly crashed on this planet, the planet where these guys are all going to be stuck on in the beginning of the movie until Frieza finds them, I'm assuming. And then we get Paragus and Broly with other Saiyans on this planet, because it looks like this dude is 100% legit a Saiyan. And this could be a completely different scene. I'm not saying that this is what it is, but I'm speculating that this could be another Saiyan, and there could be many Saiyans with them. I mean, when Broly lands what is presumably Earth, I believe, we get to see Broly and Paragus. But not only that, now we know Frieza's there, but we also see these henchmen, essentially henchmen, bodyguards, whatever you want to call them, that are alongside each row next to... It looked like they came out of the ship first, essentially, like guards. And these could be other Saiyans. And we could get more Saiyans that are survived in this movie. An actual tribe or clan of Saiyans that are Paragus' clan. And they could be following Paragus and Broly throughout all these times. and then Frieza falls upon them and they rejoin Frieza's force. That could be what happens, and then eventually Broly finds out what Frieza did to Planet Vegeta, and then Broly turns on Frieza like we saw in the trailer, and that could be exactly how this movie goes. But I just thought it was a cool tidbit from Dokkan. Since they said that he's exiled, I mean, then that's what he is, and if he's exiled, that means Paragus is also exiled. That means they're off Planet Vegeta before it explodes, and then we have all these other bodyguards, and we do have a scene where Paragus is at a crashed Saiyan pod with another Saiyan. So, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Let me know so we can debate it in the comment section, because I'm really curious if there are more Saiyans that are exiled and alive in this, because that opens up possibilities where we could actually have a squad of Saiyans. We could have a rebuilding process where we are rebuilding the Saiyan culture through all these Saiyans, and Goku and Vegeta could be at the head of that. Those are just my thoughts. That's a little bit of theorizing at the end. I'd like to hear what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. If you liked anything that I had to say, hit that like button. This is going to be Blackscape signing off.